Hey, how's it going, Star Wars fans? In this video, it's going to be a little different than what I normally do. I wanted to break down and share my thoughts on the latest episode of The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 3, The Solitary Clone. It's the return of clone favorite and honestly my favorite, CC-2224, otherwise known as your boy Commander Cody. So yes, he finally makes his appearance in the show. We knew from the trailer anyways that he was going to be in it, but I didn't know he was going to be in it this early on, which was nice to see. So yeah, I just wanted to break down this episode because honestly, I thought this episode was amazing. Disney usually does a great job with their animation stuff at least, and I think that episode honestly probably was the best Bad Batch episode out of the whole series so far. This episode, really showed a lot of great things. The way they brought Cody back in and how they're playing out his story arc. I really enjoy what they're doing with it. Crosshair in this episode is also really good too. The overall storyline for the whole episode, the way it plays out, which I'll get into later on in the video, was pretty good. Was really well done too, I thought. And yeah, so and the music, the score for the episode, I thought was amazing too. It really just put you right into the moments, and honestly, it kind of seems really too good. Like the music is like too good for like an animation show, but that's how good it is. So yeah, this episode also gives like Clone Wars nostalgia as well. Uh, and yeah, I'll get into that more later. So anyways, let's get into the breakdown. So in this episode, we start off on the planet called Desix, which used to be a former separatist planet, and now the Empire is coming to take it over, of course. So the Empire, they send a governor and a squad of stormtroopers uh, to come, and but what they didn't anticipate was that they still had a bunch of battle droids that was still in operation, and they ended up being outnumbered. And while this is all happening, like when the Empire's arriving to this planet, uh, it's like this dark, eerie music starts playing, and it puts you right into the moment. It's really good. You gotta watch the episode for yourself, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, they're outnumbered, so they end up taking stormtroopers and Governor Groton. Groton is his name, and they take him hostage. So now the Empire, they have to send a squad of clone troopers out, which include Crosshair and your boy Cody, to locate General Groton. So yeah, and take over the city. We cut back to Crosshair on Coruscant, and we're really starting to see how lonely he is, and the Empire kind of is in general. And he doesn't have his boys with him anymore. The Bad Batch, and the Empire definitely doesn't care. What happens to him as well. So yeah, we see Crosshair going to get some food down in the mess hall, and but he gets rudely interrupted by some woman on like a PA system, and telling him to go to Rampart's office. Just like back in high school or something all over again. Going to the principal's office. So yeah, Rampart, he has a mission for him, uh, but he's not ready to be in command yet. So that's where Commander Cody comes in, and so yeah, this time the mission's going to be led by Commander Cody, and we also find out from the conversation between Rampart and Crosshair that he was actually left stranded on that Camino platform there from the last season for 32 rotations. So yeah, he must have, I don't know, must have been doing some fishing or something. So yeah, the moment we've all been waiting for. Clone Commander Cody, and he's in some new colors this time. You know, they kind of done my boy dirty, going from that nice orange to a gray. But actually, it actually looks pretty nice actually. So yeah, Crosshair and Cody, they meet by the battle memorial and the Genossus, like the first battle memorial from Attack of the Clones, and you know, they're having a little chat before the mission, and you know, they're talking, and Crosshair brings up, you know, how the renegade clones, you know, are traitors just like the Jedi, and then it pans right back to Cody's face. It zooms right in, and you can tell he was just thinking about, you know, his former general Obi-Wan. It seems like Cody's starting to wake up maybe from the events of Order 66, and you know, maybe his inhibitor chip is starting to wear off. And yeah, so Crosshair, Cody, and a squad of clone troopers, they head to Desix, and they get shot down by battle droids. And the nostalgia, you know, of the Clone Wars episodes kicks in. You know, we get to see another you know, clones versus the battle droids, and you know, it was quite awesome to see again. So yeah, this episode, you know, it just reminds us how much better the clones are than, you know, battle droids and stormtroopers. And yeah, so the clones, they take out the droids and they make it into the city, and they're eventually met by some droidekas actually. And you can really, from like the way they did the scene, they had like the droidekas rolling in, and they didn't know what direction they were coming from, and you can just really sense the fear in that scene. And you know, it was just really well done. I thought, I thought at least. So yeah, so the Droideka rolls in, it comes right in, kills two clones right off the bat, and so they try to disarm it with a popper. But you know, the clone, he throws it too fast, and of course, if you throw it too fast, it doesn't go through the shield there. So yeah, but he gets it the second time, doing kinda what Anakin and Ahsoka did when they first met. You know, what they did was they started going the other way, running the other way, and then they waited for it to start rolling, because then it lowers its shield, and then they took it out with their lightsabers. But you know, in this scenario, they took it out with another popper and disarmed it. So yeah, so they continue on after, and they head up the stairs, next set of stairs, kind of into the next wave of battle droids, and they take care of them. And there's also another droideka too, and this scene was actually pretty cool. So they end up sticking one of the battle droids with a detonator, and then Crosshair shot the droid, and then it slowly followed into the shield of the droideka, like just slow enough, and yeah, it blew up the both of them, and yeah, well, you got to see it for yourself. It was actually quite cool. So yeah, both of them blow up, and yeah, they move on to the next set of stairs, and they get attacked by droid commandos actually, and now it's just down to Cody and Crosshair left, and they just go ham on them and they kill them all, including a tactical droid as well. And honestly, like from that scene, Crosshair, he probably should be nerfed. You know, no, it's like it's awesome to see, but like it's perfect for animation. Like it'd be pretty hard to do what he does in you know, live action, of course. But that's what this animation series is perfect for. So yeah, so Crosshair, he's hitting these crazy shots, and you know, he's just popping off. And yeah, and yeah, they make it up the next set of steps. There's a lot of steps, I gotta say, in this episode, and they locate Governor Groton. You know, he's being held hostage. He's being held at gunpoint by the current governor of Desix, which her name is Tawny Ames, and yeah, we get introduced to her in this episode, and honestly, the way she's written, she's actually a pretty likable character, honestly. Like the way she was, talking and just wanted peace, really. It was honestly quite the likable character, actually. So yeah, her and Cody, they actually start talking, and you can tell that the both of them, the way that they're talking, they just want peace. Cody and Tony, and Cody, he takes his helmet off, lays down his blaster, and saying, we can have a peaceful resolution if she just hands over Governor Groton, and that's what she does. She ends up handing him over, and but Groton, he didn't promise peace, of course, and he wants Cody to execute her. So yeah, and at first, like Cody, he's like, he's kind of refusing. He's like, I promised her peace, but Crosshair, he ends up doing the job by shooting her, and it's really quite the intense scene, and yeah, you can really see the conflict in Cody in this scene. Like it really shows it quite well. You can tell like he felt bad for her after Crosshair killed her. And yeah, and not to mention, like the dark, eerie music that started to play after Crosshair shot her. It was like absolutely fire. It puts you right in the moment. It's perfect, really. And yeah, so now the Empire, they took over. They occupy this planet now. And another thing that I liked was that they sent in the clones to battle to take out the droids and get, Governor Groton back. And then after it's all over, after they took over, that's when they bring in, the new stormtroopers. And I kind of like that, where just showing, how little the Empire actually cares about the remaining clones that are left, and just how, disposable they really are. So yeah, let's see. So now they're getting ready to leave. And we have this moment with Cody where he's just I imagine thinking about, maybe we're really the bad guys, the good that he was once fighting for just simply doesn't exist in this empire. And it's actually a quite beautiful scene, And the music, once again just absolutely slaps. Uh I think Kevin Kiner does the score, does the music for Bad Batch, or for at least this episode, because I seen it in the credits. So, and yeah, so Cody and Crosshair, they ride back at Coruscant, and they have another chat by the memorial, and Cody asks Crosshair, if we're really making the galaxy better, and Crosshair, he just gives him that straightforward answer, we're soldiers, we do what needs to be done, and then Cody brings up, talking about how we're different from battle droids and that we make our own decisions, our own choices, and we also have to live with them too. And yeah, and then the music starts playing again, and it just brings you right in the moment. It does. It's honestly it's quite good music, honestly. And yeah, honestly, too good to be an animation show. Honestly, like that's it just puts you right in the moment. So yeah, but what Cody said to Carcer, he's realizing, Cody, he realizes now that this ain't the right side no more. What he did, with Order 66, he's starting to realize, that wasn't the right thing. So yeah, so what Cody said to Crosshair, uh I think it stuck with him. It stuck with Crosshair, and I think maybe, the way it's going, Crosshair will eventually maybe, you know, turn to the good side, I guess, and do what's right. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see how the season turns out. So yeah, next we cut to Crosshair waking up from his bed once again, and he heads to Rampart's office. Uh, and Rampart's got another mission for him, and he finds out that Cody won't be leading this mission this time, and in fact, he actually went AWOL. So he actually ran from the Empire. So, maybe he goes to find the Bad Batch now, and yeah, I'm just hoping we'll get to see him again this season. You know, like this episode with him in it, like it was just like it was top tier, animation Star Wars. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, hopefully we'll see him again sometime this season, or hopefully in another series maybe. So yeah, Rampart says he's saying about all the clones around Crosshair, they keep disappearing, and I think that made Crosshair a little angry. And yeah, Rampart dismisses him, and we get this little like Blade Runner-esque music, which was awesome. And and then the episode just ends with Crosshair leaving and walking down the hall. And yeah, what an amazing episode. This was like everything about it was just like it absolutely slapped. From the music to the storyline of the episode, it was just perfect. Like there was really nothing to complain about. Like everything was great, honestly. But of course the highlight of the show was seeing Commander Cody once again. Uh, yeah, what they're doing with his story arc, I really enjoy the way it's going, and well, he's my favorite clone, so it's nice to see that he's getting some more screen time again, and seeing what he's been up to since Order 66. So yeah, it was really nice to see. And I'm really enjoying seeing the clones, starting to realize, what's going on. They're kind of waking up, the inhibitor chips are starting to wear off for some reason. And yeah, it's really nice to see, play out in the Bad Batch. So yeah, hopefully, Cody shows up again this season. And yeah, it was just nice seeing him again on the screen. So yeah, I really final thoughts, I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was amazing actually. I think it was the best episode out of the whole Bad Batch series, I gotta say. And there was really nothing to complain about. Everything was just great. The music, once again, awesome. Nothing but high praise. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. But then again, that's just my opinion. Other people might not like it, and they may have good reasons too for not liking it, and which is perfectly fine. Not everybody is gonna like the same thing, and that's just the way it always goes. But for me, seeing Cody again, seeing how they're playing out his story, of him realizing the Empire, is the real evil, and kind of, he's regretting what he did to Obi-Wan back on Utapau. And yeah, I just thought it was really awesome to see play out in this episode. So yeah, that's my full breakdown. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me in this video. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown, and stay tuned for more Star Wars news. Have a great day. Peace.